Jeffree Star is concerned for Eugenia Cooney. Let's talk about it. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. The other day, Eugenia Cooney went live for, I think it was 18-hour binge. Now, I gotta credit to the source. Pink News picked up on this story. We kind of intertwined a little bit and talked about it. But also, people were speculating if Jeffree Star was upset with Eugenia Cooney's mom, Deb. Eugenia Cooney's mom is now like famous on the internet now at this point. So we're gonna talk about all that. So grab a snack and come on back because we're gonna hear a word from our sponsors. Here we go. Before I go any further, this video is sponsored at the house by adamandeve.com. So thank you adamandeve.com for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much. I put the link down below. You can use code LUX, that is LUX, at adamandeve.com for 50% off. Plus free shipping, United States and Canada. I'm not gonna steer you wrong. It's not all about silk pajamas and pillowcases. They really have really good stuff over there too. So check out some of their adult toys. And don't forget, you guys always message me. You wanna know what it's that like you got and you wanna show it to me. I love that. They love it when you use my code LUX at adamandeve.com. That's free shipping. 50% off. Like that's like Black Friday prices. So head on over to adamandeve.com and use my code LUX. Seriously, use my code LUX at adamandeve.com. So thank you for sponsoring this video, and a portion of the proceeds goes to help fight and find a cure for HIV and AIDS. Let's get on with this drama. So all that to say this, okay, Eugenia Cooney was live on TikTok. Now, if you don't know, been living under a rock, she goes live on TikTok and people send you gifts and galaxies and witches and wardrobes and lions, witches, and wardrobes. And I'm not joking because those are actual gifts. I've sent them and I've also received them. So, you know, it's like, I don't know why there's such a negative perception about people on TikTok. It's very reminiscent of other apps I think I got on before. I think it was YouNow. It's very similar to YouNow, but just better. Is YouNow even still around? Anyways, you just sit on camera, you interact with your chat, people send you gifts, kind of like Twitch, except you're not playing video games. You can chat with other people, battle them, and whoever gets the most money wins the battle. And it's a vibe. It's a fun place to do, especially interact and meet new people. So Eugenia Cooney, Jeffree Star, and so many other creators, even myself, probably get people just talk about, oh, I can't believe you do TikTok. I think it's fun. Like I like getting on there interacting with people. I use it as a tool. Like I put my makeup on, because usually, we'll get to the Eugenia Cooney tea in a minute. Because usually I would sit down and listen to a podcast or a video or music and just put my makeup on. But with but since I'm doing TikTok, like what I'll do is like I'll put my makeup on and while on TikTok, like I'm sitting there, I'm just painting it on, saying hi to the chat. And then sometimes if have a lot of extra time, I'll get on at night just to hang out and vibe out for a little bit. So I like it. It's fun. You know, I see how it can be so time consuming, especially when I'm looking at a lot of online creators such as Jason Nash, Jeffree Star, Eugenia Cooney, spending a lot of time on TikTok. It is very lucrative for a lot of people, whether it's you selling something or promoting something or getting sponsors or making TikTok videos or going live. It's very lucrative in that way. All that to say this, Eugenia Cooney was live on TikTok for many hours. And she was sitting there and, you know, she would just sit there. She rarely gets up to use the restroom. People were concerned. She did actually drink water. She kind of picked it up and she'll go like, she drank the water, which that was the first time I ever saw her like drink water like online ever. That was like huge. That was huge. But fans were concerned about her hands because they were looking kind of red.
No, it's gonna be a sip. I'm not gonna drink like a gallon of water.
Are you okay?
Oh my gosh, guys, my hands are kind of like, they actually do kind of hurt. But yes, you guys, I do drink water. I'm just gonna drink a sip. That's it, okay?
There was speculation about why they were turning red, maybe because she wasn't like getting up or moving, but it was interesting. And then she also did complain about her eyes and her vision. That was interesting too. It's very scary. Like, it's very scary. I don't know. You know, if my hands were turning red like that, I would freak out. And I mean, I'm a hypochondriac. If I see a little mole or pimple, I'm going to the doctor. Okay? Like, that's just how I am, right? I probably see doctors more than I see some of my friends and family because I'm just a hypochondriac, especially when I'm left alone with my own thoughts. That's why I always love to stay busy doing something, or else I just drift off into the abyss of like, what's this? oh my god, and just overthink things. So that's why I love to stay busy. I love making videos. All that, and let me know, are you guys the same way? Anyways, I digress. It was concerning. It was concerning. Now, Jeffree Star, for him to step in and say, Eugenia Cooney, are you okay? Or like, you streamed a long time. Like, for Jeffree to say something, you know, I think he's very concerned. Now, he said it very passively, and Eugenia kind of went like that. Like, she knew that she like really went in and racked up some hours live streaming. And live streaming is hard. I mean, because you're on. There is no cuts and breaks that you can take. You're live, and people are just coming at you in the chat. You're answering questions. You may mess up and say things you don't want to say, especially, I'm not defending Eugenia because she could defend herself, but I do have sympathy because, like, imagine Eugenia Cooney streaming for like 12 hours straight. By that 11th or 10th hour or 8th hour, you're just kind of fatigued, and so you might, you know, slip up and say something, or you might, you know, you just, I don't know how to explain it to you, like, it's one of those things that, like, once you do it, then you know, right? Because I've streamed for a while, and I get fatigued, and sometimes I'm like, okay, I gotta go, because I'm already getting grumpy, my attitude is shifting, I'm hungry in the house, to the part that I'm snappy, I gotta get off here. Okay, not only that, but I get bored too. I have ADHD or ADHD, what are those? I get bored super quick. I gotta get off. So, all that to say this, maybe Eugenia Cooney was streaming way too long, and you know, Jeffree Star kind of pointed it out. And I also find it kind of, I mean, let me know if I'm like alone here, but like, I find it disrespectful when you're live streaming and somebody says, damn, how many hours you been on? Damn, that many hours? Damn, like I kind of see it like that. Like, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel like kind of shady in a way. Anyways, back to Eugenia Cooney's mom, because she's in the drama too, okay? So Jeffree Star had popped off the other day, like yelling at the camera and stuff. Well, I knew, being in the drama behind the scenes, like who he was talking about. It took me a while to piece it together, but once he said that, I was like, oh, wait a minute, because if we look at this video from weeks ago and this one, you can kind of put a timeline. But initially, people thought that he was talking about Eugenia Cooney's mom. And I'm like, Eugenia Cooney's mom's a drunk? She's alcoholic? I was like, no, he's not talking about her. He was talking about the TikTokers 7 Blended, and it's like a family channel. Family TikTok, right? And they do content on there. And that's what he was talking about. And we made a whole video about that. They've even responded back to Jeffree Star. And 7 Blended basically says, like, I don't, you know, you ruined it or whatever. But then also, 7 Blended made a new video recently, basically, like, thanking. The whole thing's weird. Like,
my ex-wife is from Owasso. Yeah, that Cajun language, I used to speak like a Cajun, Allie. Man, you know, my grandparents on my mom's side, they're all Louisiana people, and we would, like, I would live with them. I wouldn't live with them, you know what I mean? But summer times and stuff, we would. Thoughts on Jeffree Star? I never think about that, you know what I'm saying? Well, welcome back to my life. I'm sorry I haven't been on live for a couple of days. We've had a lot going on. Obviously, most of y'all probably know this. A couple of days ago, we were running ranks and we were in 5th place and everything was good. I brought everybody in the box because I was about to reset. Started getting tons of people coming through the live saying Jeffree wanted to battle me. I was kind of shocked and was like, well, I'm about to get off, and then more stuff started coming in that was negative. I saw a video about what he was saying.
Bitch, I don't even know you! I didn't even know her motherfucking name, and she's trying to gas us up and run her mouth.
Jeffree would come in our lives and he would chat with us and gift, and just seemed like a very good person at that time, man. I mean, it was crazy how somebody of that stature would do that to, you know, a live creator like myself. And I really thought it was cool, but for him to say that he did not know who my wife was, come on, man. So the video that he liked was a video I did about a week or 2 ago, and it expressed how you should treat your wife in a godly manner of what the Bible says.
Fucking alcoholic bitch.
Where I'm from, we would go to, grand openings or events downtown to where, people would bring Bloody Marys or a drink of their choice. It's like a tailgate, like a good time. Nobody's getting intoxicated, just, easing the edge off, if you know what I mean. Charlie felt like she wasn't welcomed in the place, so therefore she came out into the car and I said, baby, why don't you just go do some street interviews? And she said, you know what, you're right. So here's some street interviews.
This popped up
Scorpio.
right after, so it was like, oh, well, we have to
come
back.
Are you, do you have the Scorpio hoodie?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Working on it.
Yes, yes. And his prices are really affordable, actually. Like, for such a great quality, like, I'm like, wow. He has this liquid eyeshadow I'm wearing right now. It is gorgeous.
Super pretty.
So pretty. Yeah, that's
During those street interviews, there was people that had drinks and somebody was like, wow, you're amazing. Do you want a drink? She said, of course. And she had a beer.
And until she apologizes to me, they can both go fuck themselves, because I'm not the one.
Jeffree, Charlie isn't here right now, man. She took my daughter to dance class, but I'll apologize. I apologize that I ever thought that you were a good person. I apologize that I ever thought that I can trust my wife and my daughter to come to your grand opening and being taken care of. I apologize that I let you come into our circle and ruin the family that we've created on this TikTok. And I apologize that you have turned me out to something that I'm not, and I'm not going to accept that anymore. I am who I am. And with that being said, best of luck to you, man.
There was his daughter that was involved, and they haven't spoken to her, and people in the community were saying that the daughter was going to come forward and speak out against the family. I guess they made amends because of the rumors and chatters in the background. So I kind of feel like, once again, Jeffree Star bringing families together in 2023. Are we in 2024? Whatever, 2025. Jeffree Star bringing families together once again. And it's kind of like, there's this misconception of like people on TikTok and they're like, thanks for the rose, thanks for the galaxy. It's like they're in the eyes of the angel. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are like begging for money. It's like, you guys, your one rose, your one penny can help sponsor a TikToker, make it TikTok famous #1. Your one rose, like it's kind of like, it seems kind of like that. It's just so funny to me. I find the whole thing ridiculous. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. That's a little update. And yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. Bye.